1400 KRUN, Junior Gordon and Big, and something that's really big is Junior Gordon came all the way from South Texas, and Junior is here.
What's happening, guys? How are y'all?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show.
It's good to be here in Ballinger, Texas.
It says Ballinger. We
What's
just
the
call it
correct-
Ballinger.
Is it Ballinger?
Yeah.
I would think it would be Ballinger, but it's still great to be here.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Absolutely.
And so that's your first release, correct?
Big was our first release. Yeah, it was the first single that we released off the album, and it was our first album to put out. So everything's kind of new for us.
And it's a great song. And the new album is just it's outstanding.
We took a lot of time to make sure that we tried to do it the right way and get a really good production on everything for just about every song that we had. I mean, I wanted the album to be one of those things where it would suit any listener that's out there. If they want to hear an old waltz, they've got it on there. If they want to hear what they consider top 40 Nashville country, that's on there. So it's got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's great. And how much time do you do in the studio on that? There's a lot of production time.
No. Actually, it all laid down. I was pretty amazed. We spent about 4 days cutting everything, and then they just mastered it all together. We had it all ready in about 2 weeks. I think the toughest part about all of it was all the artwork. That drove me nuts.
The artwork.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah,
It's just trying to decide what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
Everything else is good. Tell me, who does the majority of the songwriting with your group?
Well, we all share a lot of responsibilities. Luckily we're blessed with some really good guys, and they have great sense of humors and creative ideas, and they're all good Christian men, and we share a lot of things together. So we all write together. We all come up with ideas. But the craziest thing about it is that I'll do it live. We'll just make up something, and I'll change the words along the way, and we've done that so many times. We've written some songs that way. That's how it kind of starts sometimes.
It makes it a lot of fun.
It does. It does.
Well, they can't say, "Hey, Junior, you forgot the words."
Yeah, no, that doesn't really happen too often. I'll make something of it.
All right, Junior. What part of Texas are you from?
I live in Alvin, Texas, right outside of Houston.
Okay.
Go ahead and say it. The home of Nolan Ryan. Yes.
Go ahead.
The Rocky.
Yes. Anyway, on to the next thing. Let's see. You've got a song that you're gonna play a song for us here.
Sure.
And that thing. Tell us about that song.
Well, that song was written by some people that, they just have the ability to put some things together. And when I heard the song the first time, I knew that it was something that was going to be really good and catchy. It was upbeat tempo, and it would be a fun dance song. I mean, I fell in love with it automatically. Yeah. And they did a really good job on the song. And we were honored to be able to play it for them.
What got you into Texas country?
Well, I've been doing this for a long time. It was just the difference between a local band and making that step out. We were covered. I've been in cover bands and done all that stuff for a long time. Mm-hmm. I've done this since I was probably about 17 years old, and I don't want to disclose my age now, but it's quite a big jump from then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just sounds interesting. When somebody buys a CD and they listen to it, they listen to all the influences, and where it's all going. That's what makes me ask. Texas country. Is it red dirt? Good old red dirt Texas country. What made you get into that in particular?
Well, I was raised up. My parents they both worked at Gilley's whenever I was a kid in Pasadena, so I got to see a lot of the all-time favorites of country music. Merle Haggard and George Jones, and I saw George Strait when he first came out, and Mickey Gilley and Johnny Lee and all those guys. So I had a lot of inspiration in a lot of different ways on how I wanted to go with it.
Okay, let's listen to your song here. This is a new one that you put out. It's called That Thing.
That's right. my dash, a night wind, and blowing your hair back. Slide across that seat, baby, sit real close. And baby, let's go. Snuggled up in my truck, windows down, radio up, it's you and me. And then between us, my jeans and with a little luck, we'll kick 'em all before the night is through. We'll be doing that thing we do. Take some blankets and we'll make a spread. I'll tuck you into my pickup bed. Watch the country stars putting on a show. I wanna see your bare skin in the moonlight, and kiss your lips, girl, and hold you all night. And we'll make love and we'll make it real slow. And baby, let's go. Snuggled up in my truck, windows down, radio up, it's you and me. Nothing between us but jeans and with a little luck, we'll kick 'em all before the night is through. We'll be doing that thing we do. And we've been running round doing this and that. Time to get back to what we're good at. Snuggled up in the truck, windows down, radio up, it's you and me. Nothing between us but jeans and with a little love, we'll kill 'em all before the night is through. We'll be doing that thing we do. And we'll be doing that thing we do.
All right. Hey, it's just great. Some of the songs that are on that CD. And hey, by the way, let's talk about Facebook and all the different mediums that your fans can get out there and contact you.
Man, there is so much social media out there, it's crazy. I'm like a Twitter and a Facebook junkie. Anybody that wants to tweet me, we can have a Twittership. I guess that's what they call it, right? Twitter fanship. You can just go on our website, juniorgordonband.com, and it's all spelled out JUNIOR. That it's not JR. That guy was shot on Dallas. So juniorgordonband.com. Hit the like button for Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, and you can see our tour schedule there and do whatever you want. There's an online store. Pick yourself up a CD, a T-shirt, a koozie, a cap, anything like that. Don't you have a cap, Bill?
Yeah, I've got a cap now.
Yeah.
Rolling along. And, you've come a long ways from Houston up here. And, man, this was like a whirlwind tour, too.
Yeah.
Unbelievably quick.
Yeah, it kind of happened overnight. And we kind of knew it was coming, but it was an overwhelming response, for us to be able to go out on the different radio stations. And so we just tried to line it all up, and make it all happen. And it worked out perfect.
Hey, appreciate you coming out here, Junior. Junior Gordon and the Junior Gordon Band, and they have their page on Facebook. You got to go check it out. And Junior's always posting stuff on it, always. And
Thanks for having us.
It's Junior. Thank you for coming out, Junior. As a Junior Gordon, Junior Gordon Band is not here today, but Junior came by himself with his wife today, too. And it's just great that you can have the family together.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.